Hello everybody. Today I'll be doing a review of the Boogie Board paperless LCD writing tablet by iMPROV Electronics. Inside of the package is the Boogie Board itself, the stylus, which is retractable, and a cleaning cloth. The cleaning cloth I don't think is really all that necessary, but it's a nice addition all the same, and I applaud iMPROV Electronics for doing that, and it's appreciated. I also did an unboxing video. If you have not seen it yet, you can click over and watch that, where I go through the packaging and at the time go through the packaging and talk about the Boogie Board just a little bit more by itself. So first I'm just going to run through the stylus. I like the stylus a lot. It feels aluminum. I think it's aluminum or some kind of similar lightweight alloy. It's a plastic tip and a plastic end. The tip is fairly sharp, so I wouldn't recommend writing perpendicular to the board. Especially if you're applying a lot of pressure. Instead, just kind of keep a little bit of an angle. All the same, I really like the stylus. The cleaning cloth is pretty, like I said, it's a nice addition. It's not the softest I've ever felt, but it's not like this needs any, it's basically dust rag for the most part. And now jumping into the Boogie Board itself. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is screen size. This is either going to be an advantage or a disadvantage depending on your viewpoint. It's small. It's not a full 8.5 by 11. It's more of a notepad size. In fact, I have a notebook right here. I will compare sizes. So here's a notebook, and here's the LCD writing tablet. Let's stick it in the corner. So I mean, the notebook is noticeably bigger, and this is the whole Boogie Board. The screen ends right here, going down to right here. So I mean, it's noticeably smaller than a notepad or than a notebook. But this is an advantage or disadvantage to some people depending on how you look at it. For me, I kind of like it. It's smaller. I don't need a whole notebook size, so I kind of appreciate the size. Some people might want bigger. Then I could see why this would be a disadvantage. But for me, it's fine. I like it. It's all good. Battery life. They claim whenever anything is drawn on the screen, it does not use up any battery. The only time battery is used when you press the clear button and it clears. Boogie Board claims that this is good for 50,000 clears before the battery will die, and the battery is not used or replaceable. However, I'm sure you could probably break it open somehow and replace the battery. As I understand, it's just a simple watch battery. The size and weight of it, diving into that again, it's very extremely thin, and the thickest point is right up here where the battery and clear button is housed. It's very lightweight. I think that it's definitely nice to hold. I like to hold it the most right like this at the thickest part, and I write sideways. Otherwise, if that's not what you want to do, you can also hold it like this. It's very lightweight, so like I said, you know, it's pretty comfortable to hold anywhere in your hand. It's just like this, you don't get quite the grip and the amount of bezel that you have right here to make sure that your hand's not touching it. And as far as hand touching the screen, that's probably one of the biggest complaints I've heard online, is that people say that when you're writing on it, that they'll apply pressure with their hand, and then they'll get little smudge marks kind of on the screen, just like little tiny, it's hard to explain really, and I doubt you can see it on my camera, but it's right in here where my hand was. For me, this doesn't bug me, because whenever I write over these smudge marks, I can always see my line a lot more clearly than I can the smudge mark. So that doesn't bug me a whole lot, personally, but that is just my opinion. And some people it might drive you crazy. The screen feels like an LCD computer monitor or TV, so if any of you guys have like a flat screen monitor in front of you, you could very likely touch it if you just reach out and touch your monitor if you have an LCD, and that's pretty much how this feels. As far as color of the screen goes, it's kind of like a white-gray kind of. You can see it very clearly in sunlight and kind of when it's brighter, but whenever I'm in a dark room, and especially if only my computer monitor's on or something like that at night, it's pretty hard to see, and it's almost impossible to see. So if you're going to be planning on using this in a lot of dark light, I wouldn't really recommend it that much, but otherwise, just a heads up there. I'm not really rating this. There's similar products will include an SD card that you can save your doodles or notes on or whatever, transfer them to a computer later. This does not include that. Boogie Board has come out, or iMPROV Electronics rather, has come out and said that they plan to do something like that for the second generation. There's not been a release date. I would guess sometime this fall, but and I'm not even sure if they're doing that. You know, that's just what they said that they wanted to do. So I'm not really going to rate it bad on that though, because it's not advertised to save it. The main thing for me with this and recommendation, I'm not going to rate it this time. I'm just going to go through and say what I need to say here. But I would only recommend this product if you can think of 2 or 3 ways that you are going to use it. Because otherwise you're just going to buy it, you're going to use it for the first week doing whatever, and you're going to set it aside somewhere and you're never going to use it again, then it's $30 down the drain. But if you know what you're going to use this for, and if you can think of a couple things that you'll use this for and actually, you know, keep it, I would definitely recommend the product. It is, it's very good at what it does. It's like, it just replaces the paper notes that are unnecessary and unneeded. And for only $30, it's a pretty good steal, considering similar products can be upwards of $100. Most of them will save, but that's a whole different thing. So I definitely recommend this product if you know what you're going to use it for. I used it for my chemistry homework online, where we did not need to show notes or anything like that. We did not need to show our work. I would just do a problem. When I finished the problem, I would clear it and move on to the next one. As far as clearing it, clear time is pretty fast too, by the way. But all in all, I would recommend this product, but make sure you know what you're going to use it for. Otherwise, you are not going to use it. And that has been my review of the iMPROV Electronics Boogie Board LCD writing tablet. If you like this video, I'm going to ask you to please subscribe, as I plan to be doing more soon on this account. And I hope that all of you guys have a good day.